Alright, welcome back to the shop. I'm going through the bucket of tools that my brother brought me. Brang me, as some of you like to tease me about. Anyway, I pulled out a conventional rigid monkey or pipe wrench. And this is sort of quick. This isn't, I've done a couple of these on the channel. So this isn't anything new, but it needs to get done. So this is going to be a twofer video where I'm going to do that wrench. And I'm also going to do one of these horse door, barn door rolling hinges. I'm going to throw these in the sandblaster and start cleaning them up. In some cases it's nice to have the patina. I think it's 357 Magdad just was commenting on one of my other videos and he says, oh, the patina police are out. Anyway, I really got a kick out of that. So anyway, I think there is a place to have patina, but when you have straight rust that's pitting and eating away and dematerializing this stuff, you know, that's not patina, that's corrosion. So anyway, I am going to stop the corrosion on this by giving it a full-fledged cleaning, bead blaster and all. And I have two of these, so this will be nice because there'll be a legit before and after picture. So anyway, these will be side by side, and this is a bigger project because I have the track that goes along with it also. So I'm going to start with one of these and then put them side by side, give you an idea of what they look like, and clean up that pipe wrench while I'm at it. So anyway, that's what we have in store for today's video. Let's get started. Alright, so the barn door hinges were pretty rough, and the sandblaster is working pretty good, but you know, it's still, I can really sit there forever and ever and ever and ever and just keep blasting and blasting and blasting, and it will get everything. It would also dig a hole through this if I let it sit long enough. But I got down the vast majority of the rust. I mean, you can see what it looked like before, but there's some little dark spots here and there. But I think what I'm going to do with this is that I'm going to use the Crud-X rust converter, and I'll probably give this a quick once over with the rust converter to stop anything that's there, and then I'm going to come back and use I've got a self-etching primer, and as much as I'd like to video paint drying, I'm probably going to skip the painting process because you guys know how a rattle can works. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do with this, is use the Crud-X. Let me show you. Alright, so I've got the rust converter in one of these spray bottles. These are super handy. I think that I use these for penetrating oils, for WD-40, things like that. Scout Crafter talks about like the utility of like the spray cans and how much is left in here. For instance, I've got, I don't know, 15-20% left in here, and this is no air left in it. So anyway, these are handy. I really like having them. I label them, and then this is the rust converter. Again, I don't get anything for these. I just like trying different stuff. This one I've been pretty happy with because, you know, it's on Amazon. I can have it delivered to the house. I've also used the Naval Jelly. That works pretty good. This is ancient. I've had this since high school, and the lid just completely popped off of it. I should probably use the OSFO for this project just because I don't have a lid for it anymore. But anyway, anything to stop this process, this oxidation, I think would be helpful in this case. So I'm going to give it a bath with one of these. Probably I'm going to use the OSFO now, just because of the lid. And then give this a paint, and then bring it back and show you what it looked like before and after. Simultaneously, I'm going to paint this, and then I'm going to bring you back and show you what this looks like afterwards. And I'm going to show you what some of my other wrenches look like from back in the day before I started recording stuff. Alright, just for shits and giggles, what I'm going to do is put a little bit of the OSFO, which I have in a rag, on this side, and then I'm going to put some navel jelly on the other side. And give that a quick wipe. And then do the crud cutter. And the crud cutter on the top. So we've got crud cutter, OSFO, navel jelly, and we're going to let this sit and see how long, to see if it makes any appreciable difference. Alright, so it's been like 3 days since I painted this rigid pipe wrench. Alright, so we had this was sort of a two-part video where I had the pipe wrench, and then I also had this barn door hinge. I have the track for it. That's going to be, I don't even know if that would make a good video because it's so big it'd be hard to get it in frame. But anyway, I'll probably take some before and after pictures, include it later on. I don't think it'll deserve its own episode. But anyway, what I wanted to show you here was the before of the hinge, and then the after. And you can see that there's some serious pitting in here, but you know, it sort of adds to the nostalgic look of this thing. And this will go back into use. We've got a place where we can definitely use this. So anyway, I was goofing around, and I also tried the navel jelly, the OSFO, or this was the Crud-X, and then the OSFO over here, just to see if it would make any sort of a difference. And you could tell it had sort of a negligible effect on it. But what happened shortly after I did this was I was hoping to maybe come over and hit this with the wire brush. But I had some problems with my air compressor, actually, with my hose. The hose from my air compressor started to blow out, so I tried to fix it with some hot pink hockey tape. And anyway, it just wasn't safe. I normally leave the system on all the time, and I didn't want this thing blowing up when I was at work or something and then just sitting there running out of control. So anyway, I ordered a new hose for this. It came in today, which is good, but I've also been needing to do some maintenance to the air compressor, so I think my next video might be won't be a tool restoration, but it'll be a tool maintenance video. So I'll be working on my Gardner Denver ACD1 or ACD4, I forget. But anyway, it's a neat compressor. It's a 1959. I got it out of the scrapyard. Works like just a charm. I'm really happy with the machine. But that's going to be the next video. But anyway, this was the barn door, the before and after. Of course, I still have more work to do, but that's gonna be non-video, non-YouTube. And then this is gonna be going back in the drawer with the rest of my wrenches. And alright, back in the day, before I did YouTube stuff, I had a bunch of rusty wrenches, and I just painted them whatever color I had laying around. Try to differentiate. Got some really oddball colors. I've got two brothers. When we were children, my mom gave us color-coded stuff so that, like, my older brother would have blue stuff, I would have yellow stuff, and red would be my little brother. And if there was a red bowl or a cup or something laying around, she knew exactly who to go to, who left it out there. And at the same time, if I had a blue cup, I was yellow. If I had a blue cup, my older brother would come beat me down because I was using his cup because he'd get in trouble if I left it around. The little brother was sort of defenseless in the scheme of things. But anyway, he would, we were pretty, I think we were pretty decent to one another. So anyway, I just stuck to yellow, Clay stuck to red, and Nick stuck to blue. So anyway, that was the thinking behind me goofing around with these oddball colors. And just some other stuff. But the paint gets knocked off in all the traditional places you would expect it. I don't do a lot of plumbing, but anyway, they do get banged around every time I open and close the drawer. So and you know, they all come in all shapes and sizes. These were really rough when I got them. Anyway, but the paint's held up pretty well on these. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I'm going to conclude this with some video of my new turntable. How dorky is it that I think that's cool?